So, the final one, people, humans. Right, thought leadership. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up some pictures now of some famous people. Well, they're famous to me because they're sort of some of the influencers on me. What you won't see is now a cast of PMO leaders, because actually, look around you, right? Stand up, look around. No? Don't want to play the exercise game as well? I'm not Joe Wicks. Right, so what I want you to think about is everyone in this room could be a leader. And there are many, many people here. Laura touched on it in her keynote. Lots of people here. So I don't need to go through those guys. Who's that? Correct. Tanni Gray, Baroness, no less, Tanni Gray Thompson. She is an exceptional Paralympian, first and foremost. 30 world records, about 16 Paralympic medals, 11 of which were gold. I had the pleasure of meeting her. What an amazing woman. Not only the pursuit of excellence, when she won her gold medal, she was actually on the track for under 10 minutes, winning at 4 different events. Okay, and that includes the heats. But she trained 6 or 7 days a week for 4 years to reach that level of excellence. So her thing, she's now used her stage, she's a crossbench peer to promote disabilities, or the needs of disabilities. You only need to go and mention the word train companies to her, and you'll see that she's quite passionate about the topic. Who's that? No, it's not my son. That's Henry Ford. Okay, why does he influence my thinking? Because he's attributed with a phrase. If I'd asked the people what they wanted, they would have asked for faster horses. What he gave them was the motor car. So that's something that I use to challenge myself, about trying to think beyond what people might think they want, and how do we create a new vision, a new future, which they wouldn't recognise, but we might be able to give them. Next one. I'll give you a clue. Outside of work, I'm a cricket coach. It is. Good get. Mike Brearley, former England captain from late 70s, early 80s. He was actually a remarkably average cricketer. Right? But he was a fantastic captain. Very much thought-led about how to organise matches. He had some fairly strong people and personalities in the team that he managed. His success rate as a captain was phenomenal. His performance as a batter was rubbish. Right? But this taught me, A, about some of the thinking about being, he was considered like having a degree in people, understanding how people work, connecting them, building teams, leading teams. But he didn't have to be the best player. I'm not the best player. Anyone who knows what this is? Other than the person who stepped in for Rachel Riley on Countdown in the last series. That is Dr. Anne-Marie Immerfadden. Try to get her name right. I had the pleasure of working with Anne-Marie when she was a lot younger. She's not that old now, but a lot younger. She's a child prodigy. She had an A-level in computer science age 11. She had an MBA from Oxford by the time she was 20. How much of a pleb did I feel when I was working with her? So she worked with me at Deutsche Bank. 2013, so she could have done anything with her life. Okay, phenomenally academic. She's a great person as well. She chose to form the STEMETs, science, technology, engineering, maths. ETS, the clue is there. But to promote and enable and encourage females and non-binary into that direction. When she was doing her degree at Oxford, she noticed there was only 3 of her cohort of 70 that fitted that demographic. So she's thrown all her energies behind that now, say, goes all over the world. With over 50,000 people have benefited from the sessions, the courses, the sponsorships, the apprenticeships and so on that they are involved with. So again, someone who followed their passion, and their passion has made them into a leader. She didn't want to be a leader, but her actions have dictated that. Okay, so how does this apply to the PMO? Someone who has ideas that merit attention. So this is from Joel Kutzman. He's the person, allegedly, I Googled it, who is attributed with the phrase thought leadership. I hadn't realised it was actually sort of that contemporary. But I want you to really latch on to that thought. An idea, someone who has it, doesn't say, if you have this role, you can have a good idea. Good ideas come from everywhere and anywhere. Sometimes we're not very good at enabling those ideas to happen. But is that our problem or their problem? Can come from anywhere. Leadership is a choice, not a title. It can come from literally anywhere. Drives continuing vision. So another one of my sort of phrases. The game, whatever game you're in, the PMO game, sports games, cricket, whatever, is always moving on. So if you're still doing, yes, we're great, we've been doing this for 5, 10, 15 years, and it's always worked out for 5 years, you're standing still. Game's moving on. So relatively, actually, you're falling behind. Take the risk of winning. Okay? Sometimes in life, we're all very guilty of trying not to lose. If you take the risk of winning, you also can have the mindset of not failing. Okay? I don't believe in failure. What I do believe is sometimes we get suboptimal results, but we can learn from those and have another go. So what can you do? What ideas have you already had today where actually the thing that's stopping you is you from taking your idea and taking a risk with it? What is that extra sort of piece of gold you could put in the Exco reporting that unlocks, makes them able to make a better decision more quickly? Another challenge I put down to anybody that I work with. Anyone can help make a better decision be made more quickly. How can you do that?